We want to welcome everyone and thank you for joining us today on the Federated Squared Circle, Wrestling with God's Word. No, you're not going delusional. Today I decided to give Pastor Mal a break from hosting the podcast. Those of you that don't know me, or don't at least recognize my voice, my name is Colton Owens. I'm a longtime attendee of the Federated Church and an avid listener of the podcast. Today I am joined by the three full-time pastors of the church, Pastor Mal, Pastor Steve, and Pastor Kendall. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Yeah, a little bit of apprehension.
Yeah, there's a little bit of hesitation.
So we did just get done with the Expo prep morning. A lot of good work got done.
Yes.
Yeah, preparing the bear meatballs. That was always fun. But a little bit of apprehension throughout the morning. I'm excited to be in the driver's seat. We're going to be taking a little bit of a detour from the regular content of the podcast and have a little bit of fun celebrating a big milestone, the 200th episode of the podcast.
Yes, which is crazy.
Yeah, there's been a lot of time, dedication, effort put in with you, Mal, our participants, and a little bit of behind-the-scenes fun for someone who wanted to remain nameless.
Nice.
So in the style of Hot Ones from the YouTube channel, First We Feast, we're going to be dining on various chicken wings with increasing levels of spice while I interview the pastors with the intention of getting to know them a little bit more.
Seeing the darker side.
Yeah, so I for one, I'm not exactly sure why I pitched this idea to you, Mal, because I do not do well with spice. I think Frank's Red Hot is about my limit. So with that said, I have a question right after this, but let's go ahead and test that with one of these spicy pickles.
Yes, Brenda Soltis.
Yeah.
I did give you a fork in case you didn't want to get the juice on your fingers. But
well, a little too late for that.
I know. I'm sorry.
Actually,
But she makes a bunch of spicy pickles, and these are called twice burn. Supposed to burn going in and going out.
Sweet Lord, help me now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some.
How's everyone doing after that one?
Regret.
Okay. Alrighty. So we're still able to talk. Mal's licking the plate a little bit.
Well,
so
that's good.
Alrighty. So.
It had some kick, but it's okay.
So as we, let that set the tone,
I know.
we will take a step back, and these first few wings will about meet that sauce from my pre-test, all right?
Yeah.
And then we will get into some sauces that blow this out of the water. Nothing against Brenda and the twice burn. I'm sure we would have experienced a second burn, but we're going to have a little bit of... So, as we get into it, let's go ahead and get into this first wing.
I wish the pickle was like the hottest thing.
Yeah.
I bet you do. If you can't tell, Steve's pretty apprehensive about this, so... Alrighty.
Do we all
we're
eat at the
diving
same
in the
time?
first wing? I guess,
We'll go in.
Just good. A little chili.
I mean, it's a classic sauce. Frank's Red Hot. Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Good flavor, good spice. So, as we get into this first question, just to kind of set the stage of who you guys are, where you came from, what was the reason why you got out of your full-time vocational or full-time job into full-time vocational ministry? Why don't we go ahead and start with you, Kendall, because you're the first out of, from a secular job. Not necessarily that it was 100% secular, but we'll get into that.
Yeah. Well, I had been in full-time ministry before, and so it was something that my wife Becca and I had prayed about, coming back into ministry, and so he was working at Grove City College, and it felt like the Lord was calling us back. Didn't know where that opportunity would come from, but one thing led to another, and with kind of how things were transitioning at the Fed, an opportunity opened up to apply here, and so the rest is history, if you will. But it was one of those things we knew we eventually wanted to get back into full-time ministry,
nice.
and the door opened that way.
Excellent.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was a high school teacher and had no anticipation of going into full-time ministry. I was at Grace Church at the time, and it was through a number of different situations. I was asked to prayerfully consider to apply. They were opening up another site in Girard, and I had already said that my wife and I wanted to be part of that launch team, but that was all we were thinking about. And so... Yeah, so at the end of the day, I guess we felt led to throw my name in the ring, and I was the last one standing, and that was kind of where we really had to prayerfully consider going into full-time ministry.
Excellent, yeah.
My body's already hot.
Yeah, not gonna lie, this is hitting me a little harder than it did the first time.
Is
but
it for you
yeah,
too?
not-
I'm
yeah,
glad I'm not the only one. I'm already warm.
yeah.
It's hot.
Sweater was a bad idea. Mal had it figured out, but
Yeah. Well, I thought the taste and see was a good
Yeah,
theme from our winter
we will
blast.
taste and eventually we will see.
Yeah, you might
about you,
see more
Steve?
than you want. Yeah, I was a juvenile probation officer for a time, but was helping out part-time. I was assistant to the youth director, Paula Watson at the time, Paula Adams now. And so really enjoyed working part-time, and when the opportunity came to become full-time, I left juvenile probation and became full-time out here at the church. Is the short version to keep moving and keep the pain rolling, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess wouldn't you say like the reason that you had the opportunity to get a full-time role is sitting right over there?
Yes.
I was saying, Andrew's in the audience.
It was Ian first, for sure.
Or Ian,
yeah.
sorry, I said Andrew.
Which
Andrew's
I-
over here. Yeah.
Which he was born right around the Albion Fair, and I tried to get his parents to name him Albie Fair, but they just,
That's awesome.
he'll always be Albie Fair to me.
That's amazing.
yeah.
Albie.
Nice.
So, just a quick point that I'd like to point out. Mal and Kendall, you guys pointed out that you prayerfully considered this. Just shortly, how do you guys stay in tune with the Holy Spirit as you go throughout this transition?
That's a good question. I think I would say a lot of it has to do with being patient and really leaning into what the Holy Spirit is trying to say, because I feel like oftentimes there's so much noise around you.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I think I need to make this decision. I think also listening to wise counsel, because I think a lot of times like those around you will kind of confirm what
Yeah.
the Holy Spirit is leading you to do. But yeah, I think a lot of it is just being patient and talking with my wife about, okay,
Yeah,
what does this look
excellent.
like? So
Yeah. And that's what I was going to say. Like, obviously, having wise counsel, hopefully you're seeking him on a regular basis, before the big decisions
Yeah,
come, so
yeah.
then you can recognize his voice.
Yeah.
But even when the conversation was happening at Grace, one of the things that Derek, the senior pastor, and Aaron Lundberg, the staff director, both said is like, hey, he's not going to call just you.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah.
going to call your wife. So like if both of you aren't on board,
Yeah.
then that's not God's leading.
Yeah.
And so that was so then we were both prayerfully seeking God. And so I think that's crucial.
Excellent. Well, thank you. All right, let's go ahead and get this into the second wing. A little bit of rapid fire here.
This is the sriracha.
This is pickled garlic sriracha.
Okay.
Not bad right
I
now.
feel like I'm taking bites really close to the mic. So I apologize to anybody
You're
who's
listening.
listening. I don't want to like drip on myself.
Edited.
good.
Edited.
Yeah, it's
in
very
post.
good.
This is the one that
It's not
started.
bad, but my stomach's still on fire.
Yeah, this is the one that started.
Not good.
activating the nasal
That's not a good
passages
sign.
for me.
Yeah.
Not a good
it's not.
sign.
Oh, like I would enjoy a batch of these wings.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
These
see.
aren't
Oh,
bad.
these wings. This
Yeah,
sauce.
like
Oh, okay.
like this sauce. Yeah,
Not
like
all
this
of
is.
these. Okay.
Yeah,
That's not
all
bad.
I'm not saying.
Okay. So, as Mal is finishing the wing, we would like him to go ahead and share his testimony. We're going to hear from all the pastors for a short excerpt from their testimony, kind of at their discretion. But let's go ahead and get into Mal's.
Yeah, I was just say the very short version is I was raised in a Christian home and came to faith for what I understood that as a young kid. And then as I grew up in the church and continued to have a better understanding and was being, taught the word through my parents first and foremost, and then at Sunday school and youth group and all that, I got baptized on a Sunday night here, fully aware of what that decision was and what that meant. I was 13. And then there were key markers in my life later on as I struggled. There was a time my senior year on a choir tour. That was back when we used to go on choir tour. That I still remember down at Camp Bethel, where it was during Holy Week, and we just had a tremendously moving service there, just as a choir and the leaders, and that had a tremendous impact on my life. And then later on in my early 20s, when I was kind of just struggling to figure out which way to go in life, Jim Dinger was really influential in grabbing a hold of me. And he was kind of doing, like before we had the leader in training program, he grabbed some of the young men and did like a leader in training thing
Yeah,
with us.
yeah.
And that was hugely influential. So
Great, yeah.
I think that's like the small, brief snapshot.
You touched on one of the things that we're going to go to in our next question, that, coming from a family that was deep-seated in the church and the faith still doesn't take anything away from your testimony.
For sure.
Yeah. So as we transition, what for all of you did that mean to come from, in one way, shape, or form, a family that was rooted in the faith? I know Steve, your father was heavily involved in Youth for Christ. Mal, you said that your father heavily involved in the church, WLD director, and then Kendall, I believe your grandfather was a pastor, right? Yeah. So.
Wait, what is the question?
In what ways did the coming from the heat is affecting either that, or I didn't finish my
All I
question
can think about is what's
the
coming.
heat is affecting me. So, in what ways did coming from a family that's deep seated in faith in the church affect your kind of coming to the faith?
I'd say, for my experience, my parents were very authentic. So. When they would have disagreements, they didn't like go and hide. It was like, we heard all that. So, but we got to see them like live it out. So I got to see a great example. So it wasn't like they were one way in Youth for Christ with young people. And then as my dad got more involved in youth ministry and then leading here at the choir and youth ministry as well. Bob is the same at home, maybe sometimes a little more tired, but he was really the same person. So that was a quality that I saw, some genuine faith. Plus, I just want to say it was really fun. Youth for Christ, they were always doing fun stuff that as a kid you'd want to do.
Yeah.
So they just made faith, Christ, seem like this was the greatest thing on earth. And then, I'll get into my testimony a little bit, but those are the things that stick out for me.
Great,
Yeah, I thought it presented the beauty of it, and where I was truly blessed was truth was presented to me.
Yeah.
And so they were also very good at not just presenting truth, but reminding me that I was not born into Christianity. This is not something where if you're born in a Christian family, then you're Christian.
Yeah.
And so my mom would always remind us, hey, one of these days you're going to have to make your faith your own.
Yeah.
This can't be our faith anymore. Like, we're raising you in this way. And so, we were just really blessed to grow up having the truth presented to us, and also the truth of, hey, this is still your choice. Like, you have to surrender your life to Christ.
Yeah.
We can't do that for you.
Great, yeah.
I'd say on my end, I feel like my grandparents' faithfulness in so many different things. I think as an adult, and as I actually made my faith my own, I grew in such an appreciation for it when I don't think I appreciated it as a kid.
Right, yeah.
Going to church, and again, I've mentioned this plenty of times before, but church service start 10:30-ish, and we get out when we get out. And so as a kid, like, my mom was packing snacks in her bag and all that different stuff, trying to, get through the service. And so, but my grandfather especially, like, he was just such a gentleman and somebody who was consistently praying and consistently before the Lord. And it was something that was very evident in our family.
Yeah, great. Well, how are we feeling? 2 wings in?
Good.
Yeah, still the same amount of burn.
Yeah, I'm lit up a little bit, but it's starting to dissipate. So let's get into the third one.
Yeesh.
Okay.
What's this one?
This
Chimichurri
is the
habanero.
Chimichurri habanero.
It's not bad.
A
Little spicy.
I apologize. We might need to do some editing and post for these mouth noises. So
Yeah.
That's not bad.
good.
I had this
not at
wrote
all.
down as a slow burn, so it might catch up.
Oh, that's not good.
All right.
So as you share your
Yeah,
testimony, it's really going to
we
kick
transition to Steve's testimony.
Yeah, regret eating the whole thing then.
Oh, just so you know, we do have glasses of milk up here.
Strawberry. Colton spared no
That's right.
expense, so.
That's right.
You with strawberry milk. That's crazy.
in. Yeah.
So is it my testimony?
Yes, it
time?
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so mine's somewhat similar to Mal's. Grew up at the Federated Church. I gave my life to Christ almost every time it was offered.
Yeah.
I was raising my hand like, yes.
Just in case.
Yeah, exactly. Because, I just didn't understand, and I couldn't wrap my mind around God's grace, faith being sufficient, So it was all those things you just can't wrap your mind around. And then it was Teen Week out at the WLD Ranch. Pastor Rick, who's in the crowd, was sharing, and I don't remember what he shared but the Lord spoke, and I was just affirmed that what I believe about Christ, my belief that Jesus Christ is Lord, died for me. That was solidified, it was just like, yes. And I don't know if it was like my brain and my heart had finally like connected, but from that point on, serving the Lord, being a part of youth group and teen choir, forced to be in teen choir.
Yes.
Learned how to play bass guitar to get away from teen choir.
That's not my reasoning. That's not my reasoning.
No, it's like, hey, I don't have to sing as much if I learn how to play that four-string thing over there. I was like, four's easier than six. So, but yeah, then I still worked at the ranch through college, but at college was just an experience of I want to kind of do my own thing too, kind of try to be a fence sitter and 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And God kind of wrecked me towards the end of college, especially anytime you're getting to, as we have some seniors here, you get to that senior year, there's a lot of pressure of figuring out what you're going to do with life. Going into college, I just delayed that 4.5 years for me, so I could play football again, not because of education, but I just wanted to play more football. And then again, it was like that after that college, I was like wrecked. Like, what am I actually going to do with my life? And I was the most miserable I think I've ever been in my life. And then coming back home, getting involved with the young adult ministry, Rick asking me to continue playing bass, actually, which is kind of funny. That kept me connected. We were roommates after maybe a couple years I was home, maybe just one. And then we were roommates for how many years?
For like 6.
Really? Was
like,
it?
Right up. Yeah.
Holy cow. Time flew by.
We had 5 years at Willowwood, and then I bought that house on Poplar.
Oh my
and so it wasn't quite a year at Poplar, but
Holy cow.
It was like right up until like you, Jason, and I all got married.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Broke up the band, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Broke up the band. But
you guys had a bass player, huh?
Yeah. that was
well,
the only
don't
band
know
member.
this. Mal's a great rapper.
Oh,
so he
geez.
was a part of a great group called BMB.
We can
Brothers
add in a
Mouth in the
question.
Bible.
Yeah.
I mean, he was great.
Missed opportunity.
There's
MC, Mal.
There's no need to have anything.
And I think
about
Jason
that.
Bonhoff is a great dancer, so he
Oh,
could have done
Jason.
I may have made that part up, but
Yeah, that might have
we had a
been,
great.
but,
We missed out on a great opportunity, Mal.
Yes,
So.
we should have.
But to bring that back
man.
around, the Lord got hold of my heart, and that was one thing. Again, when my faith was tested, I went back and those experiences of God revealing who He was. I couldn't deny God's existence. I could only deny the fact that I wanted to do what I wanted to do, and God had been so faithful that I wouldn't say I was basically rededicating my life. I would say so. Then on.
As we think about what's kind of kept us deep seated in the faith, well rooted, obviously family, good counsel, friends in the faith, the whole congregation. But what's something that you've held inside, like a biblical mantra, a passage of scripture that you've carried along with you this whole kind of?
Probably, I mean, for me, it would go back to my life verse, and the reason that Joshua 1:9 is my life verse, because even though it doesn't usually, it's not I might not show it on the outside. Fear is something I struggle with, and so it's one of those things that it just right in the verse, from a young age, it was so crucial for me to be reminded of no matter what's coming on, like my strength and courage comes from Christ in me. And just that reminder of, especially when he gave it to Joshua, what they were about to face. I've never faced anything like that. I've never been to war. I've never, and so just that reminder that he's where the strength comes from. He's where the courage comes from, and to face life head on.
Yeah.
Steve's
taking a sip, so we're going to transition to you, Kendall, for your verse.
Yeah, no, I think what really sticks out to me often is Romans 8:28. So, all things work together for the good of those who love him and are called according to his purpose.
Yeah.
And that all is not just some things or the
Yeah.
things that we feel are beneficial.
Yeah.
Because, as you walk through life, there are so many different ups and downs and things where you're like, Lord, I don't know what the purpose is, for whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But knowing that he has a plan, for it all, that's given me peace in a lot of situations that, have been difficult. So.
Yeah, 1 Corinthians 15:58 was actually a verse that we memorized in high school my senior year with the attempt to get this guy who was involved in youth ministry, Ron Grotto, which I think his actual name was Ron Sturdivant. I don't know why we called him Grotto, actually, but...
Didn't your dad give him that nickname?
I think so.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
But if he didn't have it memorized, he owed you $1. Okay. Like, that was the deal my dad made with the leaders. Like, if you don't have it memorized and a student asks you and they can repeat it and you can't... Well, we were trying to get Ron to shave his beard, and so he would come into our Sunday school class, and we would just be like, Ron, do you know the verse? He's like, oh, no, and we would spout it off, and he'd run away. He never did shave his beard. Which I don't think he listens to podcasts, but if he did. But that, passage is just a good reminder, and difficult times come up, and, to stand firm and, know that God will be faithful. And,
Great. Awesome. All righty, wing 4. Let's get into it.
What are we dealing with this on this one?
This is my favorite. This is my favorite wing.
This is a 6 out of 10. That one never came back, that habanero.
Hey.
Praise the Lord.
So it wasn't a slow burn?
Yeah.
He is faithful. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, Lord. Be with us now. Not bad.
I like that one as much.
Just men grunting up
you
here,
don't?
Yeah, flavor.
Kendall's not enjoying the flavor.
I'm not a huge fan.
All right. Don't be surprised if I don't ask you for your testimony. No, I'm just joking.
That's fine.
No, I'm just joking. As we transition,
This was his favorite.
I know, yeah.
So this is,
I liked it.
Yeah.
Brown
apologies,
sugar,
sir.
sweet, a little bit of smoke in there. Big fan. Big fan.
This is a 6 out of 10.
Love that.
Yeah, I know.
sweet.
Less heat. I wrote less heat.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, Kendall.
We're getting into the bad spot. It's coming up.
So pretty soon it's going to be bad.
Yeah, like the next one.
Man, not looking forward to that. So I would say, again, growing up in the church, it was just something that I thought being a good person was what counted, right? So was in church whether I wanted to be or not, felt like that was enough. I actually I got baptized when I was probably 12 or 13, just because I felt like, I would see altar calls and people go up, and I'm like, okay, I think this is something that I ought to do. And so I did give my life to Christ at that point in time, but again, it felt like a surface level sort of thing. And it wasn't really until college where I had to make my faith my own was really where things hit the fan. So felt like my identity was certainly in sports, so basketball and academics, and both of those things when I went to college became increasingly more difficult.
Yeah.
And so the things that I found security in, the rug started to get pulled from underneath me. And I didn't know who I was or what my purpose was. And so the Lord really woke me up, primarily through a really good friend of mine who was also playing basketball. We met the summer between my sophomore and junior year. We spent a ton of time together. And he was going through a hard time in his life, was actually in the hospital, and the Lord came to him in the hospital. And so just had this radical transformation of his life, and you could see it affected everything that he did.
That's awesome.
And it was one of the first times that I had seen somebody my age not just show up at church on Sunday, but live that every day. Rap about the Lord on his way to work. He's like, all right, hey, I got this LaCrae we need to bump. I'm like, all right, bet. Like, it just was something different to see that. And that started to change my own faith. And so, that summer, there were so many different things that happened, even family-wise for us, that the Lord, it was very intentional. Now, as I look back, how the Lord was doing that. And then when I told my grandfather, like, hey, like, I think I want to follow the Lord, it was like he was ready.
Yeah.
Like, he knew I was going to say that. And he just went straight up to his study and was like, all right, I got this for you, I got this, I got this.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, he'd been praying.
Yeah. I was going to say, he was praying for you that whole time.
That's awesome.
No doubt. So,
Asking for a little bit of vulnerability.
Yeah.
As we think about our, 3 pastors, they're up here on this pedestal. No, they're people.
Yes.
So what are some of the insecurities you guys have in your full-time, job in vocational ministry?
That's a tough one.
And I've shared this with the church, but I think for me, it's still, and God's working with me through it, but like by world standards, I'm not qualified.
Yeah.
Like I'm not. And so in a world that what degree do you put after your name, what, all of those things, I am none of that when it comes to being a pastor. And so I think that's still one of those battles. And, just being reminded that like none of that stuff would qualify me anyways. Yeah. It's what God has called me to, and just walking extremely humbly and making sure that I have a lot of support around me. Yeah. So.
Yeah, when I first started doing sermons, it was really difficult to get in front of the church that you were raised in. Yeah. Because they know you, and many of them, were Sunday school teachers and things like. So there's a lot of intimidation of like, man, do I even have this right? So that's a major, thought process that goes on. Just the nerves of speaking in front of people. It's still like, I think 1 or 2 on like list of things that people are most afraid to do. So
they'd rather be in the casket than giving the eulogy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's interesting way to say it.
Statistically,
Yeah. So, but yep.
Yeah. I would certainly agree with that, because I think one of the things I struggle with the most is I want others to like me and to think I'm competent.
Yeah.
And so just feeling like, okay, am I qualified to do this? And yet, as you seek to people please, then you overcommit to things, right? Like you do things and you're like, man, am I seeking the Lord on this, or am I doing it because I don't want to let people down, because I don't want them to think ill of me, or so I think that's
or
a
if
lot
I
of it.
do it, then it validates that maybe I am qualified.
Right.
Or if I don't do the wing challenge, they'll take away my man card.
Oh yeah, that's right. So
there was talk of that.
As we transition into the second half of the wings, thank you for reminding us, Steve.
It's messed up.
On the show, Hot Ones First We Feast, no woman has ever not completed. all wings.
Ladies are tough. I don't care what you say.
So
That's not going to stop me from quitting. Yeah. Get out of there, my little friend.
I have a pair of scissors ready to cut up that man card.
Yeah. Wait, are you?
I'm just pre-gaming.
Okay,
we just don't know what's going to happen.
Pre-game, we're at halftime. What are we talking about?
We did Pepto-Bismol before
Yeah, we
we
did
started.
do Pepto.
Oh, you
Don't
coated
tell my
with
secrets.
Pepto?
I tried to. I don't think it helped.
How much milk did you
coat
start
with-
with? Because half of yours is gone.
No, I didn't have a full glass.
I was like, did you already
So I may
have
need
that?
to.
I saw that
re-up.
too. I was
Did
a
you
little
coat with
concerned.
Pepto?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Hey, no, but we're doing good.
Yeah,
We're doing good.
so
That's
far.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get into this fifth wing.
Oh gosh.
This is Hawaiian hot teas. No idea what that means. But let me tell you what. 7 out of 10.
It has a
like
ghost with
garbage.
flames coming out of its mouth.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds
It certainly
positive.
does.
These last 4 just don't smell good at all.
All right, I hit you a little bit.
Nothing yet.
It has some, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of battery acid to it. The flavor's not as good, for sure.
If I start vibrating over here, you'll know why. But it's just like anyway. Mal,
It's a little warm.
we spoke earlier about that piece of paper in front
This
of
has
you.
the afterburn he was talking about.
I like this one better than the last one.
What?
The flavor.
It's hot garbage. Why do people eat this stuff?
For this is why they eat it.
Humanity.
Yeah.
All right, Mal. So you've been reported by someone in the audience to be a guru when it comes to obscure NFL trivia.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no.
Let's go.
So
This
I
is
tried
bad.
to Google.
Let's
I tried to
go.
Google stuff that I don't know, but that
So now
hopefully
I'm gonna
no one
struggle
would
with
know.
stuff.
So
gonna look like a fool.
we're gonna put this to the test. I have my little 10-second timer here.
Okay.
After you complete reading each question, you have 10 seconds to try to figure out who it is or what the answer is. So let's go ahead and have you read that first one.
Oh, yeah.
2 players shared a record for playing their entire 20-season career with only one team. One player was Jackie Slater of the Rams. My son can yell out the second player,
All right.
who tied his record when he retired after the 2002 season and just had his number retired by our team. Daryl Green. We were there for the game last year, and we were. He wore my wife's Gerald Green jersey, and so yeah,
No timer. No
slower
timer
burn.
needed. This is hurting. Let's get into that second one.
Soak my tongue in the water.
Let's go ahead and get into that second question.
Oh wow. Who is the first special teams player to return 70 punts in one season?
Oh no! I dropped it.
It's gone.
I mean, I have guesses.
All right. Well, you have 10
I would
seconds.
say Devin Hester would be my first guess, but Dave Meggett might because their defense with the Giants was super good.
Oh, okay. Well, it
Neither.
was Danny Reese, whoever that is.
Oh wow. Who? Oh, so you have no backup of like who that was?
1976.
Okay, 1976. Okay, so
To
before I
1980.
was born, there's yeah. I
should've
went to
known
like
that,
my
Mal.
generation.
He should've
Yeah.
known.
What was his name again?
Danny Reese, 1976 to
Danny Reese.
1980, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, in Tampa Bay.
this thing
I mean, I
moving.
guess their defense was decent, but their team was hot garbage.
Yeah, let's get into that third question.
Yeah.
Steve and I are over here like, move it.
Which quarterback set an unfortunate record by being the first in history to fumble the ball 20 times in a season?
Holy cow.
You were alive for this one.
Yeah, my guess would be Daniel Jones, but I don't. Or did Eli Manning do it?
Catching strays.
Neither.
All right, I might have been eating hot sauce when I put this down. It was the rookie for St. Louis Rams in 1976. 21 times. Don't have a name, I apologize.
So that was that Burt Jones?
Dang.
Was Burt Jones in
Let's
76?
get on the Google.
Yeah.
Live
But-
studio audience, get the Google.
Live studio audience.
All right.
And I was not
still-
alive in 1976.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, 1996. It's
Oh,
hitting.
1996.
Oh, zing.
96.
Oh, 96.
It's hitting. I apologize.
Trent Green was with
No.
Washington to
Oh,
start.
right. Okay.
So 96, the rookie quarterback for the Rams. Oh, gosh.
I don't know. No, Bolger was later.
Bolger,
That's
I think
the-
Mark
what is
Bolger
this,
was
it's
It's
later.
an antacid.
Yeah, I was
Anyways,
rubbing in acid.
You're rubbing in. Tony Banks.
Tony
Gosh.
Oh,
number,
Tony.
number 12.
Oh, 1 for 3.
Not,
One
I mean,
for three.
not that made any
Right, right,
difference.
yes, I know who you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, Tony Banks started to break the
Number
way in a
four.
good way there. Okay.
Yes.
Who was
Chinese
the first
water
player
torture.
in history to record 200 sacks in a career? Unfortunately, we overpaid for him at the end of his career, Bruce Smith.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Retired with exactly 200 sacks. I think
Yeah.
it was intentional.
Yes, yes. He
Buffalo
got that
Bills.
and- Well, he did it when he was in Washington.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it was-
from
it was
85 to
bad.
99, and then Redskins
Yeah.
from 02 or 2000 to 03.
Yeah,
All
they
right.
paid a lot of
Number
money for
5. I like this question.
Oh, what teams from 2025, 2026 have a logo that incorporate a helmet?
Saw this on social media.
So the Patriots. No, the Patriots. Yeah, no, it's not anymore. That's the old school. So I'm not gonna.
You're getting yelled at from the live studio audience.
But it's
depends
not the
what kind of
Vikings. No,
helmet.
like so. You're talking about a football helmet on the helmet.
Any helmet? Okay.
Oh,
Vikings?
any kind of helmet. Yes.
Yeah.
Dolphins?
Well, with the
No,
Vikings,
no, not anymore.
The
Yeah,
Vikings
not
don't
anymore.
incorporate. Yeah, the Dolphins don't anymore. Just give me the
Browns?
answer.
Browns, Raiders, and Vikings.
So the
Raiders.
Vikings do.
Oh, I guess.
Oh, I guess the skull and crossbones. Yeah, for the Raiders.
Unrelated to sports, who
man.
did you used to skip Sunday school with, and what would you do during those times?
Did you get that from Angie?
Shameful.
Oh, my man, Jody Bonnet.
Dang. That's wild.
So Jody Bonnet and I.
Very nice, very nice.
I don't know. I don't think it's bad. Well, no, I mean, I guess it was bad.
What? There's teens in the crowd. Yeah.
Yeah, so in total vulnerability, don't do this. Jody Bonnet did not have his license yet, but he had access to steal the car keys from his parents.
Nice.
And I was like 5 years younger than Jody, so I don't know how he was getting me out of kids' church. And we would go
church.
like,
This is good
it was
stuff.
young, yeah. And we would like jump in the car and drive around.
There was no safety
Like
back
it,
then.
it wasn't like it happened a bunch, but
Wow.
it had happened.
I feel like more than once is like maybe one time. I was like, it didn't happen a ton, but it
Yeah.
happened more than once.
So
does
like
not sound
I
good.
will say this, as Jody and I reconnected as they've been coming back,
Yeah.
he as I went up and gave him a hug and said hi, it was one of the first things he said to me. He goes, "Hey, as a senior pastor now, if you ever need a break and a car ride during Sunday school to get away, just
That
let me
is
know."
awesome.
Nice.
And I was like, "Hey man, I might take you up on that." So if I'm not in Sunday school any Sunday,
Call Jody Bonnet.
Noted.
Jody and I
down
are out
Jody.
for a
Track down
stroll.
Jody.
That is awesome.
Catch my breath.
Yeah, so you know, Mal,
Shoot.
you're huge into football. Sports
Yeah.
are a huge thing in all your guys' life. You all have your hobbies. You'll have young families.
Yeah.
Full-time ministry is a very daunting ask of anyone. What do you guys do to stay grounded with your faith, your family, and your fun? Not to plug WCTL, but how do you balance it all?
Not well at times.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
I appreciate the honesty.
As
Yeah.
Angie's here. Yeah. I think it's for me. It's just been a process, and trying to figure out what to say yes to, what to say no to, and also trying to find ways to incorporate my family with me when I'm doing certain things.
Yeah.
So like, the rule was the kids had to be 2 before they started coming to track practice with me. And so from the age of 2, before they have memories, they come with me, and it's not every day. If it's nasty and it's like 40 degrees and raining, they're not coming. But like they've been able to watch so much from older athletes, hopefully from me and my interaction with kids, and just being involved in that way. And so, and then Mal's an early riser. So like now it's Mal and I that open the church up.
Yeah.
When we get here. He comes with me every Sunday. He's got things he does, and it's just kind of, it's trying to bring the family along as part of it, which sometimes they enjoy and sometimes they don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Great.
So,
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that. Not well at times, but it has been such a blessing, especially now coming back into ministry, to be able to do that with your family. So that's been good. And then even like the hobbies, as you were saying, coaching basketball this year and having a chance to coach Eli's team.
Yeah, that's great, yeah.
Was a ton of fun. We weren't very good, but we it did not matter.
fine.
It was great just to do something and then have the ride back home and to be able to talk about it together. So those have been good things. But it is, anytime you have an opportunity to do something, whether it be with the kids or with Becca, having family time together, it is hard to balance, and you're trying to figure out, what do you say yes to, what do you say no to. Yeah,
great.
Yeah, it's hard to add to that because I totally agree. I've enjoyed having the kids participate. Having Everett at Nerf was always fun.
That's awesome.
I've got a picture of him holding like a gun that was like as big as he was. So I think getting away. My family, we never really. I think our vacations were going to family reunions growing up.
Is that a vacation?
No. Looking back on it, I used to look forward to them, but we just didn't really go on vacations. I think we went to Gettysburg once. It was awesome. But so as I've with our family, it's been good to be able to get away and spend time. Just as with the family or with a couple other couples at times. So yeah.
Great. Awesome. Okay, this is where it ramps up.
yeah, this one sucks. I've had this one before.
Yeah. So Da Bomb Evolution's the new one. Let's go ahead and get into it.
This is like
We have entered Don't Touch the Eyes territory.
yeah.
feel
I'm
like
trying
we're
to keep straight.
I mean,
my sweat
I wouldn't
band.
want to have Frank's Red Hot.
Extra
But
dab on it.
Well, yeah.
do you want
So there
more?
was a wing that didn't have much sauce on it,
Oh,
so I
yeah.
put more of this sauce on it. So I took that platter.
Shot yourself in the foot.
But no, I ate a spoonful of it before. It was brutal.
The smell is not good. To be honest with you.
The taste is worse.
Oh yeah, that's not good at all.
Oh.
Like, why would?
This is so gross.
There's nothing redeeming about this.
No. Appreciate you
This
seasoning
sauce-
these beforehand. Though.
Yeah.
That helps. Wow.
This sauce is disgusting.
Where's the speed?
Okay.
It's it close.
All right, Steve, we're going to you for this one.
This is hot garbage.
Steve, what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to either elaborate on these statements or explain yourself.
Okay.
Okay? I have some insider information.
Oh,
I
gosh.
told you who gave me these tips. So,
Oh my gosh.
can you elaborate on your collection of purses from about the age of 5 to 7?
Yes.
Collection of purses?
I guess as a small child, I'd like to collect purses.
Oh.
Hold my precious things. I don't know.
A man before his time. What can I say?
I like this.
Your mom really wanted a daughter.
Yeah,
Since you were last, he forced you. Were you
Yeah.
stealing
So,
first? Like, that's what I need to
Steve,
know. I don't know.
have you ever run over a pet goose?
Yes. Yeah. Still feel bad about that one.
Yeah. What was
It
the
was
sit-
trying. All the babies got across the road, but that mom would honk at your car. Right?
This was intentional.
No. So I'm leaving the house, but I'm late for church. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know where I was going.
Is the antacid doing anything?
So, but that goose, I was going too fast. And that goose was coming out to yell at me, and I couldn't stop, and I killed it. I didn't stop to go back, though, either. Sorry, goose. It was white. All I saw was a plume of white.
Oh, man.
I'm sure it was dead.
Steve,
But it was a neighbor's. I did.
oh my goodness.
Where?
I don't know.
Do you want to borrow my shovel?
Franklin?
No, it's gone now.
No, you're digging yourself a hole, man.
It's so bad.
It is bad.
Not about the goose. I'm glad I killed it. It was a jerk.
The sweat's
Steve,
going.
can you reenact the skit known as Monkey and Squirrel?
No, I can't do the voice anymore. It's gone.
Really? What was it?
It was this weird voice I would do. It sounded like a squirrel chasing a monkey.
Okay.
I can't do it anymore.
Okay. It's bad. It's bad. Steve,
I mean, it's
tried
got
this
the back of
before?
my throat.
yeah. I've done this. This is my second
You're
time.
doing it again.
It's not good. Steve,
Yeah.
war history or Christmas lights?
War history by far.
Okay, explain your obsession.
I like it. It's
Okay,
nice.
great.
It's interesting.
We're on a 2-word answers from Steve.
I like it. I like Christmas lights, but war history is good all
What do
year
you like
round.
about it? I like it. It's great.
Christmas lights come only but once a year.
Steve is crying.
War history never goes away.
This is a question for everybody.
that's
what
good.
What are your thoughts on Bigfoot?
I went to the museum. I was not
There's
convinced.
a museum.
And there's it's down in Georgia, and there's a song that some people sang when they were being attacked by Bigfoot. They said it worked, but I don't believe it. But I am a fan of Harry and the Hendersons. If you haven't seen it, it's worth it. It's free. It's on Netflix. It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
What about
a
you
good
guys?
movie.
Believer, non-believer? I'm a believer. Not that this is about me, but I'm a believer.
Yeah. Kind of hope he's out
You
there
hope?
somewhere.
Oh, you're a believer?
I'm a believer.
Oh
That's
my.
right.
Oh my.
He's out there.
I had a roommate in college. He was from Ridgeway, PA, and they filmed Finding Bigfoot.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I loved that show. Yeah, it was great.
So yeah, I'm hoping one day. it'll be
Okay.
out there, but
It doesn't go away.
No. We've entered the minutes of burn. There's a podcast that Chris Adams, who's in the live studio audience, turned me on to. The Blurry Creatures.
Blurry creatures?
Yeah, they open every podcast with "What are your thoughts on Bigfoot?" They had a guest, Pastor Jonathan Pokluda, on that. He spoke to his thought on Bigfoot, and he said that Bigfoot, UFOs, Loch Ness Monster are oftentimes what he thinks
Loch Ness
are.
Monster could be real.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah. So
But he feels they're what?
they are demonic deception to pique human curiosity, and kind of serve as a distraction. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
I don't think Loch Ness Monster could be a prehistoric leviathan that's
Yeah.
living in the pond
That's
of
right.
Loch Ness.
yeah.
That's right. That's
I mean, I feel like in terms of UFOs, though, like, yeah, because I've heard the question asked: if we find out they exist, how does that change your faith?
Oh.
And I would probably fall along those lines,
Yeah.
right? Where I feel like there's a
So maybe.
demonic element to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels like the time I got pepper sprayed. And I just
We
wanted
have lost Steve.
and I just wanted to stay in a bucket the entire time, a water bucket. I almost drowned because I wanted to stay in that water bucket so bad.
Yeah, I don't know that I believe that there are aliens. Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like that's a really big stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Probably just
I would
our
agree with that.
technology being discovered and people try to cover it up. I think.
That's what I would.
Yeah, I don't know.
Follow kind of a second thought along what Jonathan Pokluda was saying. As full-time pastors, there is a role that you aren't on a pedestal, but you do need to be that leadership. You can't sway too much. Moral failure is made a lot of pastors fall and all those types of things. So how do you reject the distractions, attacks, and oppression of the enemy?
This was a weird transition.
Yeah, I know.
Talking about
We
Loch
can
Ness,
straight into it.
and now we're on
Loch
to
Ness
moral
of, like, how you don't morally fail.
Dang.
Yeah.
Hey.
All while the tears are
Incremental.
coming
I know.
from.
Yeah, this is the show.
Yeah, I think honestly, it's just making sure you set up boundaries, and even that, like, when I set up boundaries, part of setting up boundaries is building a team around you.
Yeah.
Like,
And it doesn't necessarily just need to be moral failures, but the
No, but, like,
distractions and
I would say, let's go to the root of what
Yeah.
is. I don't know if it's most important, but I would say most important. Like, how about not straying from the Word of God?
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, as we see so many churches that, like, that's just not that big of a deal. And so to make sure that we have the leadership, the staff, the elders, the deacons that really do hold us accountable to not stray from the Word of God.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to take all these seriously.
I know. Yeah.
Accountability is real accountability.
yeah,
Kendall, you have anything to add?
I was gonna say, accountability
Okay.
is
Great.
key there.
Okay.
do you need more milk?
No, I think we okay. I'm waiting for
Okay.
this iced milk.
Don't worry,
Emery's
I've got some
on milk,
antacids.
dude.
Oh,
If
she
you
on
want to
milk?
run them,
Yeah.
rub them on
Yeah.
your
You
lips.
can run and
Trying
grab
to
some more
slow
if there's.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're 6 wings in. The last two are not fun. Michaela,
Was this one fun?
Michaela,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm having a great time.
This is disheartening.
Michaela, when we were preparing the wings for the test, when she smelled it, said, "This smells like getting off the plane in Arizona."
Interesting way to describe it.
That
It's
is
the
very
pure heat.
So let's go ahead and get into the 7th wing.
This is the karma sauce.
This is the
extra
karma
hot.
sauce.
Why did you let
9
Steve
out
go
of 10
after
spice.
Yeah.
Karma.
Oh, how much?
I don't
is
believe in
this
karma.
9 out of 10, whatever that means.
Wait, what?
I at least like the flavor of this.
Yeah,
a
the
lot
flavor
better.
is definitely better. The other one was just hot garbage.
Are you familiar with tasting hot garbage?
No,
Steve?
but I smelled it.
Okay.
And it's like if you take a deep breath
And
it feels
smell
like
and
a good-
taste.
Yeah.
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 Smell and taste are
The flavor is
distinctly
better,
linked.
decent flavor. I'd say this one isn't as bad.
Weird
but-
aftertaste. Something's coming.
Yeah, something is coming, and it's a set of questions for Kendall.
Oh, great.
Yeah. You see the transition?
Nice.
That was strong. Kendall.
Yes.
I also have a little bit of inside information about you.
Oh, how?
I hear that you like bird watching. Is that true?
Oh,
Let me get a sip.
He's a birdist.
I mean,
Absolutely.
I like
Were you
nature,
mad
but
when I
not
told
the
that
most
story about killing that
masculine thing
bird?
that you can get yourself
I'm a little
involved
salty
in.
over here.
I
That's
also
fine.
killed a turkey vulture with my car too.
Steve.
Watch out for Steve being on the road.
Yeah.
You're like, I had a turkey. That was
Stupid
my
turkey
hit.
vulture.
Okay.
He could
right,
have
so-
gone the field. He flew over the car.
You like bird watching?
Yes, I do. I really love birds. So one of the hobbies that I have with my sons, well, I guess all the kids because they all participate now. We have the Merlin Bird ID. So we keep a life list of birds, which I think we have 58 on that list right now.
Nice.
So yeah, so it's been fun to do that, especially being up here. We get different birds than we did in Newcastle.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
yeah.
Cool. What's your favorite bird?
Oh yeah, that's a good.
Favorite
question.
bird, secretary bird. That's my favorite bird.
I should have done some research. What the heck is
I
that?
know. I was just saying.
Sorry, bird of prey.
No.
Bird of
Primarily
prey.
found in Africa.
Oh wow. Okay.
Bald eagle's a close second.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, eagles are cool.
I don't care who I hit. Anytime I see a bald eagle, I'm like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, it's incredible. Yeah.
So, describe your relationship with candy wrappers.
Oh my goodness. Legitimately make me want to throw up every time that I see them. So like, if you got candy in a wrapper, it's fine. But if you just leave, I shouldn't say this because
They're gonna be left
This is
everywhere.
a terrible.
Ammunition.
Candy wrappers literally make me want to throw up. So if
Like
you
the
just
touching them or the sound or the.
just even seeing them present makes me. Yeah, it's I can't explain to you why. It legitimately makes me uncomfortable.
Okay.
I would start locking your office a little more often.
Oh, all the time. now.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Yeah.
That didn't come up
yeah.
in the vulnerability.
Yeah. So, yeah. There's that. Yeah, I just can't.
Kendall,
I can't do it.
what are your spiritual gifts?
That's also a great one. So my kids said that my spiritual gift is eating donuts.
Yeah.
That was my follow-up question.
Yeah. Yeah, well, listen.
Wow.
Although my son Eli said, he was like, actually, you're not that great at it because you went to Krispy Kreme when the hot light was on and they still gave you cold donuts. So like you did something wrong where they didn't give you the hot donuts. So you're not that good at that. So
Does he know the 10 Commandments? That fifth one?
he was he just threw
That's
it out
awesome.
there just to ask. to see
What's your
going
favorite donut?
on. Ooh, you know what? Just give me a little classic glaze. I don't need
Yeah.
anything
Really?
crazy. Yeah, I don't
I don't know what it is
deviating.
about the Krispy Kreme hot
Jelly
ones,
are
but
so
I could
good.
eat a dozen.
Yeah.
Oh, for
They're
sure.
amazing.
They
Yeah.
melt. Yeah.
Yep.
You get
Yeah.
6 done in about 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Kendall, what's your real name?
What's my real
What's
name?
your real name?
My real name?
Yeah.
Oh boy, is this a trick question?
Maybe. Oh,
I don't know. Well, okay. So most people at home do not call me Kendall.
here we go. Here we
Yeah,
go.
oh, that's what you're
Yeah.
going for. Okay. My family calls me KJ.
Yeah.
That is so coming like when I got to college is when people started calling me Kendall. But I usually KJ or Cage.
So all throughout like high school,
Yeah.
were they calling you KJ?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So
I had a similar thing. I had to correct so many people. They were like, Edward, and I'm like, oh, please call me Colton. It's a family thing. It got so bad. Senior year, my classmates were correcting the teacher. When I went to college, I was like, it's Edward, whatever, I don't care. They started calling me Eddie. I was like, I didn't ask for this.
Your first name's Edward?
Yeah, Edward Colton Owens. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Okay.
What's your middle name?
Joseph.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay,
Yeah.
Joseph.
Other than this experience, what is? Gosh, I can't talk. Other than this experience, in what ways have you been a martyr for the faith?
Oh, boy.
It's a tough
Martyr
one
for the faith.
because I'm trying to think if I really have experienced
This
that
question is likely westernized.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I don't. I think with preference, you can't really say we've really been.
Yeah.
There's a like true comparison. I think especially with what's going on with Brother Abraham,
Yeah.
it's hard to really compare. And because you already gave this one, it couldn't be like a top. Like I feel like this is the top for me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I apologize.
But underneath the top of these
spiritual
hot ones.
warfare, it's real. So my example of how I was just a martyr of the faith. When I was in high school, I was heavily involved in musicals, marching band, that type of thing. But I stayed committed to youth group. That was one of the things I told my director. I was like, hey, I'm gonna go Wednesdays. I know that we have practices. I was kicked out of the play because I on a dress rehearsal night. It was Wednesday, and I was like, I'm not going to be there. And the next day, I wasn't allowed to perform.
Dang, you were funny in those plays too.
Yeah, thank you.
You were the highlight. Yeah, I think the only thing I can really think of comparing, like same thing, like working out at the ranch, I really couldn't go work out for football or. So I remember going into my junior year, like the coach was like, "Yeah, you're not the starter anymore," and even though I wasn't the starter the year before, I was like the backup, so I thought for sure I was gonna be the starter. But because the other guy was going to all the summer workouts, he got in. So, but I never questioned working at the ranch.
Yeah.
Doing that, I was like, I'm gonna work at the ranch,
Yeah.
and I've never regretted that either.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
So, but
I feel like I had a similar experience when I was going into my senior year of college, playing basketball. I felt like the Lord was calling me to leave. I didn't know why, because I've been playing basketball since I was a kid. And so went into my coach and I told him, hey, like I think I'm probably going to be done and I feel like God's calling me elsewhere. And he was like, yeah, I understand God and all of that, but like this is your senior year. Like you have a chance to be a starter, like all these different things. And I was like, I genuinely feel like this is it. And he was like, once you walk out this room, your name is off the board, right?
Wow.
We're done. We're recruiting over you. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. Wow.
And that was it. But I'm grateful for that because if I would not have quit, I ended up getting a job as a coach that ended up paying for my tuition.
Yeah.
The rest
Wow.
of my and if I wouldn't have done that, if I would have played, I would not have had the money to finish school.
Yeah, blind faith. Wow.
Well, so just knowing like the Lord,
yeah,
again, had that plan where a situation I thought I was like, hey, ain't
Yeah.
no way.
Wow.
But he worked it out.
That's great.
So
yeah.
Yeah, I think again, not like a martyr situation at
Yeah.
all, but I think maybe a consequence of making a decision. There was a lot of my professional friends in education that like just did not understand.
Yeah.
And I had a couple that came into my room one-on-one and were like, "What are you doing to your family?" Like, why are you giving up? Like, do you know what you're walking away from? Why are you doing this? This is stupid. You're losing so much security. Like, and they really, like, were pretty harsh. And they were, and I respected them, and we had a great conversation, but, like, they were two of the individuals that I looked up to possibly the most.
Yeah.
You know, and it took time for them to understand and come around. And there were some definite, like, friendships that were tarnished. There were, you know, a bunch of different things. But again, I wouldn't regret it at all. Like, didn't make it easy, but.
Yeah.
I think there's an added spiritual warfare that goes on, spiritual attack that goes on, not with just anyone becoming like a full-time pastor, but I think anyone who steps out in obedience to follow after the Lord, and this goes to any level, I think your attacks just increase. So if it's like a calling to step out of faith in school, you know, to share your faith and to be obedient, when you start doing those things, I think Satan attacks you, and Satan often uses people that are close by.
Yeah.
Friends that don't understand why you're trying to ruin status quo type of stuff. So I think it's true for anyone, not just you know, people who are in full-time ministry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, last wing. Now on the show, what they do, this is the last dab. Mal is shaking the bottle for a reason. It's called the last dab because you are supposed.
So I'm like, you can dab
You're supposed to apply a little bit more sauce. Viewer discretion is advised.
Mal's putting on a live. Folks, if you're listening,
No,
you
you
can't
don't
see
have
this,
to,
but he
but
is.
You don't have to.
He's put a generous dab.
Not
on
gonna
that
lie, Steve. Look at my wing. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, it's coated on already.
Mine, I feel like mine's fairly coated.
Yeah,
Don't you feel
but
like?
I mean, if you want to do it, it's there.
Like the
Steve,
show.
you don't
Look
have
at
to.
his is pretty bare,
Steve,
so I feel like
Steve,
Kendall
you are
needed a
doing
dab.
it very well.
What? It's Steve.
For the talk and the unhype that you did to yourself.
You got some. You got
Is that
some on there.
solid?
Yeah.
All right.
Like that's on the show. It's literally just a dab.
Yeah,
Steve,
just a dab. Just a
Little
dab.
dab will do you.
I feel
All
like
right,
I
so
already have a
There's
dab.
the
lid.
bottle is pretty. It's got this holographic foil. That is the only thing this sauce has going for it. Okay,
Yeah, Steve, you better be real careful.
Oh yeah.
there you go.
perfect.
All right,
Oh, that was just.
Just a drop.
Michaela is on the sidelines going. Don't,
Oh
don't,
boy.
Whoa.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That was
might just
aggressive.
Colton.
I'm sleeping on the couch tonight. Probably. I don't exactly know, but
Steve, you trying to soften it.
Just try to put it
spread
around
it
a
a
little
little
bit, you know.
okay.
He's just trying to get it on the fork.
Okay.
I'm just spreading it around.
All right. All right. Let's go ahead and dig in.
Bring him in. Bring him in.
Dink.
Yep.
Dink.
There we go, Kendall.
Yeah, boom.
Yep.
Alrighty.
There we go.
Alrighty.
Yep. President.
My tasting note. My tasting.
It's like instant. There was something. It was like as if there was
My
dust
tasting
on
notes
it.
on this one is I imagine this is what the end times feels like.
The fifth horse of the apocalypse. Nothing's happening immediately. That's good, except for tastes gross.
I would do
Is
that
a
one
good-
again over the bomb.
The bomb?
I just.
I put the bomb and that one together.
This builds. And
Does it?
as soon as it kicks in, that
Is it kicking in?
the first breath,
It takes your breath away.
Yeah.
Take my breath away.
has it? Yeah, we had
No,
some.
okay.
We had some big talk here in the audience,
know.
and then he's
Someone said
like,
he was gonna-
"On second thought, I think I'm good." So,
It's not bad.
so
Dang,
not a whole lot of rhyme or rhythm to
rhyme
reason to these last questions, but Mal,
Yeah.
you've been cleared to do some pretty crazy things in your sleep.
Yeah.
that's good.
What are these?
Yeah.
I have a list.
Yeah, I have a list. I don't know. I walk and talk in my sleep at times.
Have you've lifted
so-
weights?
Yeah. I got yelled at and punished from my parents because
What?
it was dangerous that I was lifting weight. No, my mom. My dad talked her off the ledge, but she was like screaming at me one morning because she heard noise in the basement and I was downstairs lifting. She's like, "You could get hurt." I'm like, "What?" Obviously, I didn't know. Like, unless you put a lock on the outside of my door, like, I don't know what we're going to do. But, yeah, so in college, there were a couple times totally unimpaired. So just going to bed on a normal night of, like, you know, nothing else in the system where I would wake up down campus. Because, yeah, I just walked in my sleep. Are you struggling?
Yeah, it is bad.
I still think that one's not. I don't think that's the worst. I mean, it's burning, but
Can you describe your relationship with caffeine, Mal?
my relationship with caffeine. Could you get Pastor Kendall some milk, please?
I just need a little. Just a little.
I mean, I like coffee, if that's what you mean. My wife just smiled at me. If I don't have coffee in the morning, I will get an extreme caffeine headache. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So it would be like an addiction, I guess. Yeah.
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 I guess.
Steve.
Yeah.
Why do you despise the song version of the Lord's Prayer so much?
Oh, that's perfect.
It's hard to concentrate.
During the Lord's Prayer is being sung, or
This did come back hard.
do you need more milk?
Oh, man.
Here.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I would say the pace of it is mind-numbing. I have a little bit of ADD, and it's just like, spit it out, you know? It's just like...
Today, Junior.
It gives me, like, anxiety. Like, when it's going so slow, like, I have this anxiety inside. And it doesn't end until the song is over. Woo!
Kendall,
It's my own cross to bear.
take up your cross daily. Take up your cross daily. So every sermon we're going to start with the song version of the Lord's Prayer.
No.
Amazing.
Every time right before Steve preaches. Yeah.
Kendall, now that you've been at the Fed for a little bit, can you please tell the live studio audience and those listening, who's Amy Grant? Feel free to phone a friend, maybe Steve.
Yeah, if you guys can fill in the gaps. I know she sings stuff.
That she does.
I need the milk.
Yeah. But I did not know anything about Amy Grant. How many of y'all do you raise your hand if
I
you
don't know
know?
who Amy Grant is, not going to lie.
Oh my gosh, for real?
Okay, good.
Oh wait, you don't?
No.
Isaac, are you serious?
It's a CCM.
you
Okay,
don't
you
know
raise
or
your
you
hand
do
if
know?
you know who Amy Grant is.
You
Okay.
do know. I was gonna say, Anita had to have played that.
A CCM singer, right?
Okay. Yes.
Dude, I have.
Yeah, I did not know that. I was made fun of at staff meeting for not knowing that.
Well, it was that and Michael W. Smith, like another.
Also, sounds like a regular name to me.
Yeah.
He came
Yeah.
to Erie and performed. The Rock of Lakes.
This is bad.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
So in closing, not necessarily.
We just skipped Amy Grant. We didn't even talk about her.
Oh, we're.
Just keep going.
I am not here. I apologize.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
Colt, can you pass that milk? I might need a little extra.
That
shit.
was worse than the bomb, I think. 'Cause it, like,
Really? I'm
Tongue
good
numbing.
already.
it is tongue numbing.
All right. So in closing, not necessarily just in the church, but in general, what type of legacy do you want to leave behind?
I'm really legacy behind. Oh, I feel nauseous.
If you're gonna spew,
Spew into this.
that's right.
Give you no honk guarantee.
Man.
What was the question?
Don't make me talk.
Legacy?
What legacy? Oh.
Yeah, legacy. Yeah.
I think obviously my kids, and the deep desire for them to experience God on a very real level and to give their lives to Christ. As much as there's all this other stuff, of the world that you want to leave this behind or that behind, I think it starts with them. And then hopefully, with all the other things I've had the privilege of doing, hopefully some impact has been made for the kingdom, and I think that's the big thing. I ran into a former athlete that I haven't seen in probably 6 years yesterday at the gas station, and it was just good to connect and hear how he's doing. He's married now, has a kid, and just hopefully there's some things that he can utilize later in life that had the chance to demonstrate for him.
Kendall.
Yeah. I think want the testimony of my family, of my life, that is the most consistent thing, that they feel that I love them well in a way that points to Christ, and obviously for those outside of that, but that's where it starts because we're the pastors of our own home. And so, yeah, and I never want, I don't know. There's a lot there. I don't want my kids to ever feel like dad wasn't there, wasn't present.
He was this for all these other teenagers, but
not for me.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I second and third that for sure. One of the legacies that I've enjoyed, and it does come with some craziness for sure, is to see young people graduate and then get involved and volunteer. And, that's always been a pleasure to watch. Because getting started in ministry right off the bat, I was in a group called Sun Life where I met with other youth pastors. And part of this group, one of the things that Pastor Joel Zeborowski brought up is he's a part of a group that you can only be in if you have discipled someone who has then discipled another person, and that person is then discipling. So you had to have like you have to be 3 generations in and prove 3 generations of people that, So I was always, man, that is such a awesome goal. And, to see young people that you've been a part of their life and then see them being a part of other people's lives, that I just hope just keeps steamrolling.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you guys for your vulnerability throughout the conversation and taking part. What was your guys' favorite sauce? I know mine was the tropical Amarillo. I can't think, man.
No. The tropical Amarillo was one that you said.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot. I think it was the habanero one, the next one, or even the Hawaii. No, maybe the Hawaiian wasn't. I don't know. Not the number 6 or 8. They were both rough.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I like the karma sauce too.
Yeah.
The second to last one.
Something not quite right about that.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you have a favorite?
The second to last one wasn't bad. I will say
Yeah.
that one wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But the bomb and the last one, not good. Not good. The first one,
The Franks?
yeah, I like it. That was good. The first 3 weren't bad. And actually, maybe was Sriracha 4?
No.
Or 3.
I think that was 3.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, the first 3, good. The hot garbage.
The hot garbage. Steve's specialty.
It's a couple of
All right, Kendall.
And I like the second one, the sriracha.
Yeah.
I was a
Yeah,
fan
that
of
was good.
Awesome, awesome. Well, like I said, thank you guys for your time of
Thanks for
vulnerability.
joining us.
Yeah. Well, spiritually and physically. For
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah.
I know I enjoyed the conversation to get to know you guys a little bit better. I hope the listeners did as well. Again, we want to thank everyone for listening and
No pain, no
taking
gain.
part. I'm a Federated Squared Circle, wrestling with God's Word, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Yeah.
Thanks, Colton.
Oh, yeah.
That was hot. Where did Andrew go?
They had to leave.
Oh, they had to leave.